Hey guys, we're continuing our arrow build, and what we're going to do is we're going to index our arrow. So before we fletch, we want to know which way the arrow wants to naturally spin coming off the bow. Since we're building our own arrows, we're going to fletch using helical or offset, one or both. The offset helical, what that does is it induces spin in the arrow through your fletching. So if you buy a factory fletched arrow such as this one, kind of the industry standard is a 1 degree offset. And what that means is as you look down from the nock end of the arrow, you're going to see the front end of the fletching is going to very slightly sit to the right of the back end. That's a 1 degree right offset. And that will induce some spin in your arrow, and that's fine if your arrow naturally wants to spin to the right, but if your arrow wants to spin to the left, that's not going to be as good for you. So what we've seen in high-speed videos is the arrow spinning as it comes off the bow. If you're fletching, it doesn't match the natural spin, what we've seen is the arrow will come off, it'll start its natural spin, and then as it gets down range, the fletching will take over and it'll spin back the other way. Well, that's wasted energy on the part of the arrow. We want it to keep spinning the way it wants to go. And what that has to do is not whether you're left-handed. There was an old adage that if you were a right-handed archer, you wanted to shoot a right helical arrow. Left-handed archer, left helical arrow. That doesn't matter. What it has to do with is the direction that your string is twisted, and therefore the serving. That dictates which way your arrow is going to spin. But there's a simple test. Don't bother looking at your string. There's a simple test to figure out which way your arrow wants to spin. So we have here our Black Eagle Rampage 300 that we are building. We got a silver Sharpie here. And so all I'm going to do is on the very top of this arrow, I'm going to draw a silver line straight down. You can see it's right in line with the nock. So I'm going to shoot here. I'm shooting from a close distance. I'm only about, I don't know, 8 feet away from the target. I'm going to have my silver line facing directly up. And all I'm going to do is shoot into the target and then go see which way the arrow is spinning. So it's just going to look like this. Okay, so now you can see that my nock and my silver line have turned to the left. That tells me that my arrow naturally wants to spin counterclockwise, which goes to the point that it doesn't matter what hand you shoot, because I'm a right-handed shooter and this arrow wants to spin to the left. So just do this simple test and you can figure out which way your arrow wants to spin. Now why that's important is when I go to put my fletchings on this arrow, I know that I want to put them on in a fashion that promotes a counterclockwise spin. And then my arrow is going to be doing what it naturally wants to do anyway. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and on other archery related subjects, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.